Hello there. I have a script because I could go on for about an hour on this and they give you 12 minutes, so I'm very organized. DANCECleveland is a 58-year-old dance presenting organization that brings national and international dance companies for performances across Northeast Ohio. But we're also deeply committed to sharing the art form of dance across the entire community that we serve. And we've come to realize that for people who have never attended a dance performance, we really must start by developing a whole new level of skills and of listening to begin to build bridges to those potential new audience members. So for us, the project that I'm here to share with you today, and I guess it would be helpful if I actually forwarded this. There we are, and there's the dance companies we bring. The project that I'm here to share with you today really started when we challenged some assumptions about one segment of our audiences. Our audiences include subscribers, single ticket buyers, and groups. And we were really struck with the realization that our single ticket buyers are not a monolithic group of people. They come for a number of reasons and they have a number of different motivations. But we reach out to them and talk to them with one voice, one set of language, and with very traditional marketing. Compound this with the fact that 25 to 35-year-olds are off the grid of traditional marketing, and we realized that it raised a lot of questions about what we do, how do we reach new dance audiences, what should the message be, and how would we deliver it, and what would motivate someone to attend a dance performance when it's not even on their radar. So we put together a think tank and began exploring this idea and honed in on several key points. How do people make decisions about what they will or will not attend? Well, as a personal point of reference, my husband, who I think is listening virtually, is a sports fan, and he will stay up late. He will travel to see football and basketball and baseball and watch golf, but he has never attended a hockey game. What would motivate him to become intrigued enough to take that next step? And in a similar way, what would be the impetus for someone who may not be familiar with dance to begin to think about taking in a performance? And this led us to a half-baked idea. And our half-baked idea was, what if we established a set of ambassadors, and those ambassadors would be able to talk to their bike groups and their beer, we have craft beer in Cleveland, to their neighbors, their knitting clubs, their dance students, to anybody that was in with their affinity group. And what if we provided those ambassadors with a full range of materials and a variety of entry points? Well, could this be the impetus that would make the difference? So we wanted to test this idea. And we brought together a group of dancers and dance educators and choreographers with whom we work in our community who do our educational outreach programming, and we shared this idea with them. Well, what they had to say to us was really pretty startling. They shared that as dancers who had spent their lives dedicated to an art form that gets little attention in the media and is not well understood, they would be completely on board with an idea that would help build respect and information about the art form and the art that they love. And quite honestly, it took us back, and we had to pause. Because if this group of people with whom we might be working were taking this so seriously, we realized that we had to match that effort. This wasn't just testing an idea. This was really a partnership. And if they were going to be all in, we had to be all in. And we decided we could do that. So with seed funding from the Cleveland Foundation, we began our Dance Advance team. And here are some of our Dance Advance ambassadors. They're all dancers, wonderful group of people who share with one-on-one with their affinity groups. So DAT was born. One of the best direct examples I might share with you is paintball. I may say to you, I'm going out with my husband this weekend on Saturday, and we've talked about getting together in the past, and we're going to a paintball competition. We thought maybe you'd like to go, and your response might be, paintball? Well, what is it? Like, am I going to get covered in paint? Do I have to participate? How do we go? When do we go? What do I wear? How do we get there? And so on and so forth. The direct invitation is the motivation to attend. So what are the methods of sharing information and what is being delivered? For many of these potential new dance audience members, dance is a foreign language. So our DAT members share information through several different avenues. Word of mouth, of course, is essential, but so is having appropriate message. Words have meanings. Is it a choreographer? Is that sort of off-putting? Is it a dance maker? Are we having a pre-performance lecture? We've been told by our young 25, just out of college, a lecture is something you sit and listen to for about 45 minutes and take notes. What you have is a chat. So we now do pre-talk or pre-chats. We have Facebook groups, we have emailable notices and flyers, we have video links to YouTubes. We ask the dance companies with whom we're presenting to help create some content, which we then share. What does the experience of attending a dance performance for the first time really look like with fresh eyes? Well, an example I might share, one of our colleagues, sitting here, had the opportunity to walk into a casino. We have a new casino in Cleveland, and she walked in for the first time and was startled. There's rows of tables. Well, can you walk up to a table? Can you just walk up and sit down at a chair if you don't want to play? All the tables look alike. Are the games the same as well? And the questions went on and on. It felt like landing, it was like a lunar landing, like suddenly finding yourself on the moon without a guidebook. And we have learned from our DAT members that as audience members are coming, they are as intimidated about entering the theater as they are about seeing dance. Our DAT members not only deliver information about performances, they are the bridge to the theater-going experience. And these are some of their affinity groups, and these actually were members of people who came to some of our performances. We're still learning a great deal about this process, and I have to say we're very fortunate to have been able to take this project to scale through a special initiative by Dance USA called Engaging Dance Audiences, which is funded from the Doris Duke Foundation. And how is it going? Well, the numbers are fairly astounding. In the first few performances, this group has brought over 100 people to each of the performances, and most of them have reported it's their first time coming to see dance. And that is over 10% of our audience. And although we had an idea that where this project might lead, there have been surprises at every turn. And really, it's the magic that happens in those surprises. We really have developed a new capacity for listening. And from the feedback from our DAT group, we have created new ideas and thoughts to test. So one of them I want to share with you are our new little Post-it notes. What stuck with you? And in 3 words, I saw. And so people began to relate their personal experience, and they hang these on a board in the lobby, and really remarkable things happen. People start talking to each other, and they're standing there reading them, and they become very much more engaged. We always have had post-performance Q&As, but instead of the formalized Q&As, we have started having speakeasies, which I have to say we borrowed from the Walker Museum in Minneapolis. And speakeasies are informal conversations that our DAT group are leading. Our DAT have become participants, and these are some more DAT people who have joined us in our sort of DAT 2.0. They've really become participants with us in other ways as well. They have helped us develop a new skill for sharing information and receiving feedback. They have become partners and are becoming engaged in other aspects of our organization, from marketing to programming to even curatorial. So what are some of the things technology, ain't it grand? So what we have here is we have a paintball ballerina in a casino. And I hope that you will take something away from this talk other than that. Through this project, we have actually learned a great deal about being an innovative organization. A seemingly simple idea is not so easy to execute. Taking collective action needs to start at a place of shared goals and ideas, but the work to move forward is heavy lifting indeed. And to do this work requires listening. I think I hear a theme here on listening. And for us to remain nimble. Has it changed the way we do business? It has. Are we a better organization for this work? Absolutely. Thank you very much.